Recently, we caught up with Ed Stasium about remixing classic albums from The Replacements and Talking Heads and his dive into the world of immersive audio. In this clip, Ed walks us through remixing the Ramones catalog in Atmos and how he used Eventide's immersive plugins to both stay true to the original recordings and bring them to new life in the spatial audio arena.
I've been using the Eventide plugins for forever. I used to actually use two 910s before there was a stereo. Road to Ruin, I remember starting it back then, and Talking Head 77. I would have two 910s. I would have a stereo sound, and I could go to either one. And that's what I was using in Pro Tools. I was using those.
Right.
But now with the immersive, the micro pitch has taken place of me. I have added black hole and a micro pitch to my template. Right now, I'm doing immersive Dolby Atmos mixes. I'm starting to do the Ramones catalog. As you well know from starting on tape, as we both did back in the day, we would do multiple instruments on one track, and then in mixing, you'd split those onto different faders and EQ them differently. Fortunately, in Pro Tools, that's a lot easier to do. But as you can probably see how things are cut up here? There's a lot of stuff that we did for overdubs. For instance, there's a twang on this. This is I Want to Be Sedated, and there's a... So in this one track, there's a twang guitar that I did.
Very surf.
Surf Dwayne Eddy, yeah.
Yeah.
There's tons of stuff like that. There was like even on this particular song, when it goes to the floor tom in the instrumental section, and
wow. Was that originally 16 or 24?
This is 24.
24, right. Okay, great.
I used a lot of mics on the drums back, and this is recorded in the summer of '78. And that's split up. You know, we have a kick, snare, hi-hat, the tom-toms left and right, overheads, and then a room mic.
Right.
Great room mics. It was done at Media Sound. So if you solo the room mics here.
Oh, yeah, those sound great.
Yeah, it's killer. And doing the Dolby Atmos thing, I'm putting the room like in the back and on the top back speakers. It's kind of immense. It sounds like you're sitting on the drum kit. Overheads and tom-toms are on the sides, kick and snare in the middle, and snares back a little bit. It's a lot of fun doing this immersive stuff.
And what are you using the micro pitch on?
Well, on the original one-note solo that I dutifully did at Johnny's request, we had two 910s left and right. So if we go to the original, I've lined up the original with the immersive. You can hear it's kind of split, and you can hear there's the harmonizer on that, the 910. So what I've done with the micro pitch on this is then you can have your front speakers, your surround sides, surround rear, and your top. You can detune the left, right, front, rear, and top main. So I've done just that.
Now, could we hear that without the plugin?
Yeah, we can. Here we go.
Oh, yeah.
I'll put it in.
Yeah. That's great.
And it sounds pretty much like the original. Both micro pitch and black hole have become especially handy. I'm going to bring up another song that I did use black hole on. Let's bring up Surfin' Bird. Surfin' Bird is a great example of the black hole because there's this breakdown in the center. So we were in the midst of building Power Station, and we built a control room first, and there was an overdub room there. So we did the mixing. The first record to be mixed at Power Station was Rocket to Russia.
Oh, cool.
We had no reverb. We had a 910, and we had that famous stairwell on the east side of the building. So the only reverb that we had was that hallway at this time. I'll play the original for a sec. This breakdown. That big, ooh!
Yeah.
That is the hallway.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, there is no, we had no other reverb. We had a 910, we had some key pecks, we had the built-in Neve compressors, but there was no outboard gear. So I'm trying to get that, I'm trying all my different plugins. And then I said, oh, the black hole. Let's go to the black hole. So this is the black hole. And we'll A-B it a little bit. Surfing bird. That it sounds exactly the same.
Yeah, that's great.
I was able to tweak the knobs a little bit and EQ it a little bit, and I can't tell the difference.
That's great.
We did print some on this section. We have a couple Eventide 910 effects that we printed on the original.
Right.
Let's see, it's a Surfing Bird. So I actually turned the pitch down manually as we recorded that. These were, done separately. There's a low one, and then there's this higher one.
And that effect on that's printed.
Yeah. And then we did that's all separate, and they're on separate tracks on the multi-track. And we have the gargle.
Is that you?
That's Joey. And I think these were, let me see, delay effects. We printed this as well. And that's done with a tape delay. And then the gulp was separate. The big gulp.
Yeah, big gulp.
Here's the gulp. Surfing bird. What a track.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So that's the immersive black hole.
Yes.
And then how does that differ from the actual plugin?
Well, we
the
have
regular
it
plugin.
split out into the different speakers, and you can control the volume of them. It's pretty cool. You can control the volume of the front, the surrounds, the rear, and the sides. So what I usually do is go to I have a bus for the upper speakers, and for a lot of the reverbs, I will put it like in the back, and then I add some to the upper speakers, like midway or up front on the top speakers. But with the black hole, it kind of happens automatically. But yeah, man, I'm digging the both black hole and just listen to I tried getting that gulp power station stairwell.
Yeah.
All my other reverb plugins, but I couldn't. And I said, let me just try it. And now, I did that a while back, a month or so ago, before I put black hole and micro pitch into my template.
That's awesome. Well, good. I'm glad you're killing it and you're using the Eventide stuff. Like I said, I've been using it too. Like I went from the hardware. I never had an omnipressor, which I always wanted, but now they've reissued it.
The plugin's very good. And we did have an omnipressor at La Studio Morin Heights. I remember messing with that thing. That was amazing. You want some extreme that sounds almost backwards. That thing sounds amazing. It's crazy.
Well, I use it a bunch. One of the things I use it for is a sidechain compressor for the snare drum.
Oh.
And it really helps me crush the snare and then just add a little bit of it.
Yeah.
And it just gets in your face.
Gotcha.
Like it's funny, like I said, between split EQ, the omnipressor, like there are just so many different things you can do with this stuff. And you know, it's subtle. If you use it subtly, it still makes a huge difference. So it's so fun to use. So.
Yeah, man.